Good evening. After the posting of the incredibly controversial movie Blackfish, animal rights activists have made a massive surge to try and eradicate the housing of marine mammals in zoological institutions completely. And the more footing they get, the farther they are seeming to want to push it. Now, in this speech, we are going to dissect two very different opinions on the film itself. Now, the IMDb website is known to break down films, include trailers, and ratings. They define the movie Blackfish to be about the killer whale Tilikum and how he is responsible for the deaths of 3 individuals because of the devastating consequences of housing such intelligent and sentient creatures in captivity. And the fact is, they have a point. SeaWorld and other zoological institutions don't have the capacity to have enclosures for orcas to swim 100 miles per day like they would in the wild on average. Now, I'm going to say that I have a little bit of bias going into the other side of this because I feel there are more facts behind it. And in doing my research, there do seem to be more facts behind it. SeaWorld Cares produced a statement after the posting of the movie Blackfish, saying that they have an issue with both premises behind the movie. The first being that life for killer whales and for trainers at SeaWorld is harmful, and the second being that they tried to hide and cover up the facts behind the death of Don Brancheau in 2010, as well as hiding the facts of Tilikum himself. And both of these are untrue. In one of their defense statements, they broke down the film step by step, just about, and one of the biggest things that they said is that in the film there is a SeaWorld video of a female trainer riding one of the killer whales, while Berg is speaking about her experience at the facility. Now, with that being said, this film was taken 10 years after Berg had stopped working at SeaWorld, and while employed at SeaWorld, Berg spent 3 years there, one with killer whales, and no direct training with Tilikum himself. Now, the last thing that I'm going to cite is a little more heartbreaking, and that being that even Don's mother spoke out in defense of SeaWorld, and saying that she was a major enthusiast of these marine mammals, and that if she felt that they were not being treated ethically and they weren't being treated well, that she wouldn't have spent 15 years being a killer whale trainer there. Thank you very much, and if you folks have a chance, please check out SeaWorld Cares website.